recording, I did get hit by, oh, and there's the cane. You start getting these so quickly, it's not even funny. If you're looking at the challenges and you're like, oh, this is kind of daunting, I might just buy the bundle. Try the zombies method. It takes about 30 minutes. It takes a few seconds to get set up, but once you get set up, all right, and welcome back, guys. Season 5 is finally live, and with that, the new cane melee weapon is available for you to unlock with the challenge. And I know what you're thinking. We got the mace like 7 or 8 days ago. Why are they releasing a brand new melee weapon this soon after the other? I don't know. I feel like the mace should have came earlier in Season 4 loaded, or the cane should have came like a week or two from now, because we just got a brand new melee weapon, and I just made a video on this. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and cover the quickest way to unlock this weapon in multiplayer, and then I'm going to show you the quickest way to unlock it in zombies. And regardless of which way you go about it, you're going to unlock it for both modes. So if you choose the MP method, you'll get it for zombies. If you choose the zombies method, you'll be able to use an MP and all that good stuff. I do think the zombies method is a little bit easier, but I'm going to cover both just in case you want to do, you know, whatever works best for you. And on top of those two methods right there, if you're lazy and you don't want to, you know, go out and grind it, you are able to just go ahead, buy a bundle and get it. For 1,200 COD points, you get the Lost Lion blueprint with it, which looks kind of cool, not gonna lie. I might go ahead and get that while we're using a multiplayer. Comes with a finishing move that looks kind of cool as well. But honestly, if you're buying this bundle, you're clearly buying it for this melee blueprint. But with that, let's go ahead and show you the methods you unlock it with. So in multiplayer, the challenge reads off: using a melee weapon, kill an enemy disoriented or blinded by your stun grenade or flashbang in 15 different completed matches. And yes, when it says completed matches, you have to complete the entire game. It will show progression. If you do this and back out, it'll say you're at 1 out of 15, but there's a chance you can bug it out if you don't fully complete the masters. And that's the hardest part about the MP challenge. 15 game takes quite a while to complete. Now for the class setup, I recommend while doing this, I'm going to be using the E-tool just because it has the most range, the quickest speed, and you run faster with this than any other melee weapon in the game. Doesn't really matter, they all work. It's a super simple challenge. And I'm going to be running the Danger Close with 2 stun grenades, Tactical Mask, Tracker, and Gung Ho. For me, this is the best class setup, but in all honesty, your class setup isn't going to matter too much because if we read the challenge, you have to get 1. All you gotta do is kill 1 enemy. But now what does matter is the game mode that you're gonna play, because the quicker the game ends, the quicker you're gonna be able to make progress. I definitely recommend playing Core Face-Off 6v6. Out of all the game modes currently in the game, 6v6 Face-Off is gonna end the quickest, and since you're using a melee weapon, you definitely want to play Core, because no matter what, you're gonna kill them in 1 hit, so you're gonna have more of a chance. I'm gonna vote ICBM right here, because this is the quickest, smallest map in the entire game. This game is gonna end so quickly. And now once you load into game, all you want to do is kind of spam Simtexes. So we stunned an enemy, killed him. Probably I'll do it a few times just to make sure it counts. So this guy has Task Mask. If they have Task Mask, it will not count. So if you get that symbol, make sure you do it to another person. All right, so here we go. Second life. We'll go ahead, stun again. So that symbol right there is what you're trying. Oh my god, look at this. So yeah, definitely one of these people we killed while stunned. I'm gonna probably do it 3 or 4 times in the match just to make sure we actually get credit for it. But this is a super simple challenge. The hard part is the fact that you got to play 15 different games. All right, so there we go. Just beat our first game. Took about 6 minutes, and as you can see, we got 1 out of 15 progression. So we'd have to rinse and repeat that 14 more times, or we can go to zombies and do the zombies challenge. And I actually think it's a little bit easier. All right, so in zombies, the challenge reads off: using a melee weapon, kill 20 or more enemies consecutively without getting hit 50 times. So you got to get 50 Jackrabbit medals. And I know what a lot of you are thinking. That's ridiculous. That's going to take forever. That's going to be really hard. It's actually a little bit easier than the MP challenge, and it's going to be quite a bit faster. So I'm going to show you exactly how you want to do about this. So obviously, class it up super simple. You want to be using a melee weapon. Clearly, the E-tool is the best, so I'm going to recommend the E-tool for your primary weapon. And then for the field upgrade, honestly, it really doesn't matter too much what you use. I'm going to be using Ether Shroud, but the way we're doing this, we're not going to have to really worry about getting hit at all. But Ether Shroud just to be safe. And then for the map, we're actually going to be playing Die Maschine. I think this is probably the easiest. You can do this on Firebase, and you can do it on Mauertone if you want, but there's really only one sort of elite enemy that you have on here. You don't got to worry about the disciples and all the other things trying to have range attacks on you. Same thing with Outbreak. You got all those other things. Me personally, Die Maschine, since all you have is dogs and megatons, is just a little bit easier, but at the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter too much. Whatever you pick is going to work fine. Just definitely don't do it in Outbreak. All right, now once you've loaded into Die Maschine, what you want to do is kill all the zombies on round 1 and 2. And on these first 2 rounds, you're actually able to get progression towards the Jackrabbit medal. So try not to get hit. After you finish the first 2 rounds, we're going to go ahead and we're going to head on top of Penthouse, and we're going to stay here for a little bit. Keep in mind, if you're not able to get Jackrabbit medals on these lower rounds, the strat we're going to be showing later on is going to be a lot easier. So if you are getting hit, it's not a big deal. It just means you're not going to have any progression when you're ready to go, but it's pretty easy up here. If you just kind of back up as you're hitting zombies right there, I think, yeah, we just got 1 already as we're starting off. and we're going to sit up here until about round 8, and then we're going to proceed to go ahead and open the rest of the map. Well, I'm currently doing that. If you're new here and want to sub, I would greatly appreciate it. I think we're at 133,000 subs right now, and on top of that, I got to give a huge thanks to everyone who's give a like, comment, and watch this video in its entirety. Those 3 things help me and my channel out massively, and it's part of the reason we're able to grow as quick as what we are. All right, so it just turned round 8, so I'm going to go ahead, start opening up the map and getting Pack-a-Punch. We should have more than enough points. We actually got a pretty lucky double points there, but I just stayed till 8 because that's kind of around the average time if you're not getting lucky drops like we did. If you don't know how to turn on power on this map, it's super simple. Power and Pack-a-Punch, just follow the waypoints. It's going to explain to you everything you need to do. See right here, as soon as you do that, it's going to have more waypoints, so just follow the waypoints. All right, there we go. Now that we've got Pack-a-Punch open, all we want to do is put Shatter Blast on the E-Tool. I'm not even going to Pack-a-Punch it because I'd rather go ahead and buy some perks like Juggernaut, Stamina Up, and stuff like that. But yeah, make sure first thing you do, put Shatter Blast on your E-Tool. That's what's going to allow us to get so many of these so quickly. Now, from this point on, you're pretty much ready to start the strat. All we're going to do is train up a horde of zombies in the yard. We're going to knife one of the zombies. Oh, that should have activated Shatter Blast. Going to activate Shatter Blast. And, oh, crap. Unfortunately, we actually did not get a Jackrabbit medal because that wasn't a full horde because it's all we had left. But on later rounds, once you do that once, each time you do that, it's going to be a Jackrabbit medal. And once we get Elemental Pop, you can activate it fairly quickly, and we're going to be able to fly through all 50 of these. And we just got a dog round. Unfortunately, there's really not much you can do on this round. You're going to get hit by the dogs, especially since we're using a melee weapon. So, yeah, we were really close to a Jackrabbit medal, but as soon as you get a dog round, just finish the round, and we'll start back over. All right, there we go. We also just got a Megaton, so we're going to go ahead, take care of him first, because obviously he's going to stop us with his range attack from getting the Jackrabbit medals, especially got Aether Shroud, even this being Unpack-a-Punch. This is an Unpack-a-Punched E-Tool. 1 or 2 Aether Shrouds are going to help us pretty much completely take this down. So let's go ahead, use our second one, and let's finish taking them down. All right, now that we've killed that Megaton, we actually have enough to go ahead and buy Elemental Pop. This is important to be one of the first ones you buy because this is going to allow you to activate Shatter Blast more often. It's actually going to cut the activation time in half, so you'll be able to get these Jackrabbit medals in half the time once you buy it. Now, while holding up the zombies, you want to make sure they're all fairly close together. That way, when you activate it, it hopefully kills all of them. Maybe, oh, I wish it would have killed that dog. We got the Jackrabbit medal, so it doesn't matter. Dogs are going to be kind of your enemy with this because once you hit them, they're going to explode. So you want to make sure you back up. But even in this, as you saw, that dog really didn't even bother us. We were able to get an entire horde, you know, activate it once, and we got our Jackrabbit medal. So each time you get an entire horde up and you train them together really tightly, use the shovel once, you're going to get a Jackrabbit medal. So you just have to rinse and repeat that about 40 times because by the time you get set up, you're going to have about 10 Jackrabbit medals already. And as you get to higher rounds, you do want to go ahead and Pack-a-Punch the E-Tool, not because it's going to help you get the Jackrabbit medals, because it's going to be able to help you take down the Megatons a little bit quicker, which is very important because they're going to be kind of annoying as you go up. So make sure you get armor and, you know, the simple stuff you do in zombies. Upgrade your weapon, get the armor, pack your weapon. Even though it's not going to really help you get the Jackrabbit medals, it's just going to help you deal with the Megaton and stuff like that. There we go. It's now round 18. Since we turned on power on round 8, we're actually going to have the Wonder Fist spawn in on this round. We're going to go ahead, get Mule Kick and the rest of our perks. And there's a reason we're going to get Mule Kick because it's going to help us out a lot for what we're going to do next. With Mule Kick, we can go ahead and start buying decoys. For every one we buy, it's actually going to give us 2. And on top of that, we now have a 25% chance not to use it when used. I actually don't think we have more than 20 zombies left in this round, so we're going to wait till next round. So now that we have decoys, we can go ahead, throw it down right here in the middle. All the zombies are going to perfectly bunch up. We can activate Shatter Blast, and that is for sure going to give us a Jackrabbit medal. But on top of giving us a Jackrabbit medal, it's going to get us enough credit to be pretty close to getting another one as well. So we're going to make sure to not get hit, horde up the zombies again, and we're going to rinse and repeat that. And using Mule Kick, you're going to be able to use a lot more of these decoy grenades than what you'd be able to use without it. Now, one thing I recommend is once you get your shotgun upgraded, honestly, just keep your shotgun out. At no point in time do you really want to switch to the E-Tool. I know you technically run faster with the E-Tool than what you do with the shotgun, but having your shotgun out and ready to use at any point in time when you see a dog is super helpful, and it's going to stop you from getting hit at any time. And all you got to do is horde up the zombies. So right here, we're going to go ahead, lay a decoy down right here. We're just going to knife. And yeah, if you knife while holding this, this will still count. And that Jackrabbit medal still counted for progress, even though we had the shotgun in our hand. If you do look, we're actually on round 35 right now. And I know what you're thinking. Yo, you're on round 35. How is this efficient? I'm playing pretty sloppily, and honestly, I recommend to do this pretty sloppily. You don't want to min-max every single Bloodthirsty you can possibly get, because while doing that, you're going to make the rounds go slower and slower. This challenge gets so much easier in high rounds. Since we started well, we still actually got 2 Jackrabbit medals there. Since we started recording, I did get hit by, oh, and there's the cane. On these higher rounds, you get the Jackrabbit medal so much more quickly because of how fast the zombies are spawning in. So between round like 15 to like 25, I was playing super sloppily because it really doesn't matter. Every time you mess up, it's just getting quicker and quicker each time. Because look at that. Dang it, that dog hit us. Oh, we still got the Jackrabbit medal. So a lot of times, even if you get hit before you get it, those initial impact kill so many zombies that we've gotten 3 of them since we started recording this clip. So once you get into the upper 30s, you start getting these so quickly, it's not even funny. This took about 30 minutes if you take out the time that I took to record different clips here. So honestly, if you're looking at the challenges and you're like, oh, this is kind of daunting, I might just buy the bundle. Try the zombies method. It takes about 30 minutes. It takes a few seconds to get set up, but once you get set up, honestly, just training around in spawn, throwing decoys, shooting the dogs, you can really quickly and efficiently get this, and it's not that bad. The challenge itself looks like it's going to take forever, but trust me, once you get it set up, it is not that bad of a challenge at all, and it's 30 minutes. 30 minutes, not bad. It's going to save you about 12 bucks, so I'd recommend it. But with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Definitely let me know how you feel about these challenges. What method are you going to do? Are you going to buy the bundle? You going to play the zombies method, the MP method? And on top of that, how do you feel about getting another melee weapon this close to the mace? I'm gonna have a full guide kind of testing out the mace versus the e-tool in just a couple days, so make sure you sub to the channel if you want to see that. But with that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and finally wrap this video up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. I want to take the last moment here to thank everyone who's became a Twitch sub or a YouTube member, and an extra special thanks to those who have taken it above and beyond. We've got the man whose name should be really easy to pronounce, Yamaster. We've got the man, the myth, the legend, Cryptic. We've got my friend with the most stable PS5 ever, DX2069. We've got the DMCA claim waiting to happen, Snap On. We have the e-tool lawyer, you don't cross Haas, and then the absolute boss, Hunter Redon Doe. All these people have taken a step above and became Unlock++ members on YouTube. Thank you so much, true homies.